We went from one event to two events this weekend. So, what do you need to know to make sure you're prepared and win the weekend? Hi, my name is Tabitha. I play way too much Pokemon Go, and welcome to Tabitha Picks. So let's talk about the first event, which was the original one, originally the only one we were going to have this weekend, which is called Ozone Ascent. And it's kind of a little unique. I will say, when I first heard about this event, I think I was a little confused. I definitely thought that Mega Rayquaza was going to be in raids in addition to the actual timed research that we get for free. Yet no. So literally it is just the free timed research. So starting on Saturday, July 25th at 10 a.m. through Sunday, July 26th at 8 p.m., we get a free timed research that gives you special access to a Mega Rayquaza. This free research gets you a free Rayquaza, no need for a raid pass, no need to raid at all, and it can be shiny with 1 in 20 odds, so pretty good chance of seeing the black dragon, which is really exciting. And then you also get a Meteorite as well, which is unique to Rayquaza and something that you need to pursue Mega Rayquaza. Rayquaza is the one Pokemon out there that can't Mega Evolve just based on Mega Energy alone. So even if you have enough Mega Energy to evolve it, if you don't have a Meteorite, you can't Mega Evolve your Rayquaza. So that's what this time research will make sure that you have. The reason the Meteorite matters is because the Meteorite teaches Dragon Ascent. So Dragon Ascent is what is needed to make a Rayquaza into a Mega Rayquaza. Dragon Ascent is the move that makes that happen. That's what the Meteorite teaches. However, something to note, when you catch your Rayquaza from your timed research, if it already has the special move Breaking Swipe, go ahead and double move it. So press the button, use the rare candies if you have to, spin the Stardust if you have to make sure that you're getting both of them. Because what will happen if you don't is if you have a Rayquaza that has Breaking Swipe, you use the Meteorite, it will no longer know Breaking Swipe. It will only know Dragon Ascent, which you want it to have. But then you're like, wow, for PvP or whatever else rating, I need to make sure that this has Breaking Swipe too, because that's your really strong move. If you're going to spend the resources anyway to get the second double move, and then at that point, you then have to burn an elite charge TM to get Breaking Swipe back. So at that point, you're just wasting an elite charge TM. So if you do that and don't double move it before you use your Meteorite, then you're wasting an elite charge TM for nothing. It won't matter if the Rayquaza that you get from your time research doesn't have Breaking Swipe to begin with, but if you have it, don't lose it. Go ahead and spend the resources anyway because you likely will later on, and don't waste the elite charge TM for no reason. One key thing to remember is this is a timed research. I'm going to eventually make a video getting into all the different researches and what they mean, but basically there is nothing you need to do to get it. You just open the game after 10 a.m. on Saturday and the timed research will be there. However, if you do not claim everything or claim the bonuses that you've earned, even if you don't complete the full timed research, when the event expires, they just vanish. Poof. So even if you've earned the Rayquaza encounter and you haven't clicked it and been able to kind of catch the Pokemon after the timed research, it will vanish even if you've earned it. You don't get a grace period. So make sure that you're paying attention. This is not something that you want to wait until the end to catch. Go ahead and do it, get it out of the way so you don't miss out. As always, because of course Scopely/Pokemon Go loves to give us ways to spend money, you do have the ability, if you would like, to buy an additional timed research. So it's my understanding, of course, no one has this yet, so we're not 100% sure. But this second time research is going to be just like the first one. It just basically gives you
Another one.
another roll of the dice, if you will, at both, of course, shiny odds as well as good IVs. All in all, I'm going to be honest, I haven't made up my mind about whether or not I am going to get the paid research. I know it's only $4.99 USD, but I don't know. I played Mega Rayquaza when it was at GoFest in New York City in 2023. So I have plenty of Rayquaza. I've Mega Evolved quite a few. I have shiny Rayquazas. So I really don't know that I see the utility, but on the other side, it's only $5. So we shall see. It'll probably be honestly a game time decision. And now let's talk about Sunday. So originally this event was not here at all. This is actually a bonus event, and it's because of a mistake actually that Scopely acknowledged. So because of some technical glitches that some trainers experienced, globally, originally they thought that it didn't include the Americas, but they've now decided that it does. They decided to do a redo of Global Go Fest Day 2. So, first and foremost, if you do nothing else, so literally, like if you're working, if you have plans, if there is some reason why you can't actually play Global Go Fest Day 2 the way you ordinarily would, at the very least, do your absolute utmost to spin photo discs at gyms because you get up to 12 free raid passes. Also, a little bit longer than just Sunday. So, starting on Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific, all the way through Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific, we actually get no remote raid limits. So, you can raid globally much as you want. If you are willing to spend the money on remote raid passes, you can do it and chase after whatever shinies you'd like. Also, just like Global Go Fest, they did reinstitute the easier raid catch bonus. So you're not going to be throwing ball after ball after ball. You're able to catch those legendary Pokemon much more easily than typical. So we're back to the Global Go Fest rules in its entirety. And if you were someone who spent the money on the Road of Legends Deluxe Pass, you actually still get those bonuses. So that extra 5,000 XP from raids, the extra candy, the extra XL candy, all of those bonuses are still in play for this makeup event. So you are not missing out on anything. Of course, I think the main item, the main headliner, just as it was on actual Global Go Fest Day 2, is Mega Mewtwo Y. So if you are unhappy with your Mega Mewtwo Y, you didn't feel like you either got enough Mega Energy to evolve it, or perhaps you didn't get the shiny luck that you were hoping, or you didn't get the hundo, the shundo that you were after, here's your second chance. So don't waste it. Fingers crossed that we'll get some great shiny odds just as before, and we'll be able to get that shundo. Just like before, we get the, of course, Pikachu in the 1-star raids with a different team hat. So Instinct, Valor, Mystic. We're going to get the same 3 habitats that we did back on actual Global Go Fest Day 2. I think my highlights, though, what I'm going to be chasing is definitely Origin Palkia and Origin Dialga. I would love to get a 4-star of those for sure. Despite doing Global Go Fest 2024 with Necrozma, I actually don't feel like I have a good Necrozma, so I'll definitely be rating that. And then for the Ultra Beast, I actually do have a few of those that I didn't get the shinies on despite doing as many remote raids as I did. So I'll definitely be rating those as well, especially Guzzlord. Guzzlord is the one that I'm really after because I've done so many of them and I didn't get the shiny. It's kind of like my quest for Kyogre. So I have probably done hundreds of Kyogre raids at this point, and I still don't have a 4-star. I probably should end up just using a bottle cap on it, whether it's a gold one or a silver one. I didn't actually do that this time, but the Kyogre quest is starting to get a little ridiculous. So I kind of feel that way about Necrozma at this point. So at this point, I really feel like I should have a good one, but I've got a few that are decent, but I don't even think I have like a 98 or honestly a 96. So and then, of course, in the last hour, Zacian and Zamazenta for sure. I actually used my gold bottle cap on my shiny Zamazenta that won the poll across TikTok and YouTube. So I actually need a few more XLs, believe it or not. I'm kind of embarrassed that out of all the Zams that I rated, I didn't get enough to max out my Zamazenta. So it's a kind of a redo for me to make sure I've got enough XLs to max that up. So that's it for this jam-packed Pokemon Go weekend. Not just one, but 2 different events with some pretty awesome Pokemon up for grabs. So let me know what you're most excited about, what you're going to be hunting, and is there one that got away from Global Go Fest Day 2 that you are excited to get a second chance at? Let me know. Best of luck out there. Goodbye.